guys, welcome back to my channel. You already know the vibes. Let's get right into the video. I am, or I guess by the time this is posted, I did get my teeth done. And this is something that I've been wanting to do for, I want to say like a year, 2 years, like when I seriously started thinking about it. But I just never like put the steps forward to like even do any research or make a phone call or do anything until like a month or two ago. But this is something I've been wanting to do for a while. My teeth are like one of my biggest insecurities actually, and I don't even say that to anybody. Like, I don't think anybody knows that. Things are moving quickly. I wish I recorded this the day of my consultation, but I didn't. But I'm just gonna tell y'all about it. So I first reached out to them on their website. I just it was like the contact us section. I just like sent a few questions asking about it, because I don't personally know anybody who had their teeth done, so I really don't know what questions to ask, like, at all. Like, does it hurt? Like, but I've been doing my research in the meantime, like even before I reached out to them. So like, I know what I want already before I reached out to them, and it's Composite Veneers, obviously. Anyways, yeah, after I sent my questions in, I think they reached out like, it was like a day or two later. I forgot what day it was, but I remember I was at work and I got a phone call and she was like, "Hi, this is whatever from." I was like, "Oh, hi." And then she basically she was like, "Oh, you're looking to get your teeth done?" She started answering all my questions, and she was like, "When can I come in for a consultation?" And she told me what dates were available, and it was like a week or two later. It was like 2 weeks later. No, it was probably like 3-4 weeks later. This was a minute ago. This was in like the middle of February maybe. And my thingy was for March, like the first week of March. And then I tried to change it a few days later because so much stuff was going on at work. I tried to change it and she said it was confirmed. She was like, "Is that all you need?" or whatever. Like, I called back like days later. But she said, okay. I changed it to the second option she gave me, which was a week later. But I got a confirmation text or whatever saying, "Oh, we'll see you on March 3rd. March 3rd? Yeah, March 3rd. That was the initial date. "We'll see you on March 3rd or whatever for your consultation." And I'm like, so did she change it or not? And then by the time like I decided to try to call and check, it was like the weekend and stuff right before March 3rd. So I was like, well, I can go now. Like, literally when the time was coming closer, I was able to go March 3rd again. Like, so I was like, all right, hopefully I'll just go. And since the text said March 3rd, they'll see me that day for the consultation. So got off work 7 in the morning. Got on the train to Jersey. I got there like 9:05. They were like, I didn't voice that I was here for a consultation that I already scheduled, but they were just like, "Oh, you're a new patient?" And I said yes. I filled out a bunch of forms. They took my x-ray, and then I went to the dentist thingy. They took like more x-rays where they put all those pieces all over your mouth and take it from all angles. Spoke to the dentist. He told me I had 2 cavities, which I had no idea. He did ask me when was the last time I've been to the dentist. Not gonna lie, it's been way longer than it should have been. Like, to be honest, I'm not even exactly sure. But if it's the time that I'm thinking of, it's still been too long. He told me I had 2 cavities. He prescribed something for me to be using in the meantime until the day of my procedure. You still can't see the cavities. Like, I'm still baffled like to this day, and that was a couple days ago. But yes, and then I spoke to, I guess they said that was the manager or something, and he told me the 2 dates that he had available. One was like where I'd be getting off work 7 in the morning again, and then I was like, the next day I had some time to sleep in between, even though I still get off at 7 in the morning. So it's scheduled for, it's like 2 weeks from the time I went. Yeah, I think it's 2 weeks from the time I went. So everything is happening so fast. Now it's even less than 2 weeks. It's like 1 week actually. So everything is moving fast. Yeah, they wrote me a prescription of something to use until the procedure day, and I've been trying to get it for the past couple days. But when I came home from Jersey that day, I was tired. Like I said, I just worked the night shift, and then I got on the train and went to Jersey. So by the time I got home, like, it was time to go to sleep, and I had to go back to work that night. So I tried to get it. I'm pretty sure it was the next day. But I went late because I got home again and I was tired and went back to sleep. So I tried to get it the next day. She said it was really late, but she took the paper and looked at it. So I thought she was like putting it in and I'd just be able to pick it up the next day or something. Came back the next day, said it was out of stock. She said it should be here in the next 2 days. They said they would call me, but she said it would be here in the next 2 days. So I went back 2 days later and she was like, oh, it should be here later today. I had to go to work again. So I didn't get it that day. And then she said it should be here later today. So I went back the next day because later today means I probably could have went back that day and get it. It still wasn't there. She was like, oh, you should have called, like a different lady this time. Oh, you should have called, blah, blah, blah. Right. So now it is Sunday. I still don't have it. I'm going to have like less than a week to use it at this point. Hopefully I can still use it after the procedure. I don't want to keep the before the teeth part too long because I know you like just want to see what I did. But you can see it on my videos. Like I don't even want to give you a close-up really, but the thumbnail is probably going to be a picture of before and after. But I smile in my pictures all the time, so you can check my Instagram. You can watch all my previous videos. Like you can see exactly how my teeth are. They're very short. My teeth are like up here, but they never came down all the way, so that was one thing. And if I even got braces to like make them straight and pull them in, I would still have to pull another tooth out. I did get one pulled when I was younger. And same for the bottom. My bottom teeth look so small. They're all in there, just too low, too crowded to push all the way up as they should. And yeah, with them not going all the way down, and it's gaps, and even when I cheese, that gap is more of a gap on this side than that side. It's just a lot, but I'm very excited. I'm very nervous. Also my wisdom teeth, I was wondering if that would be an issue. One is peeking on this side, and this one, when I did take a peek of the x-ray, I'm gonna hope they give me a picture or something. They're both sitting like almost completely sideways, and they don't bother me. This one did at one point, just a pinch, and that's about it. So they didn't say nothing about it. And then he said I'm good for both composite veneers and porcelain. Like I'm really good to do either one. You know, different cases, different options may be better, but I was already set on like composite veneers ahead of time. But I heard that they're like significantly softer than porcelain, so they may need to be redone or can possibly break if I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do. That's it. I'm excited and I'm scared, and I just hope they come out not too bulky. Oh, also they wrote on the receipt thing that they're gonna, well, I heard them say it too, but they're gonna do a gingivectomy, which is basically when they trim your gums to show more of the teeth that you do have, because as you can see my teeth look very short, but like I said, they're all the way up there, so they're gonna cut. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be like the 4 in the front. They're gonna cut, like, you know, trim the top or whatever. Literally when he said it, I was on my phone like, what's a gingivectomy? But yeah, I'm scared for that as well. I'm sure they're gonna like numb it or something. Hopefully just take very good care of it, and we'll be back. But this is how they look right now. They did 10 top, 10 bottom. It's actually 9 bottom because I don't have as many teeth as I'm supposed to have in my mouth like everybody else, and I didn't realize that until like when I got home and was inspecting my teeth hard as heck. But this is what they look like. They also put something on like my molars. I guess I don't bite down all the way, because they said when you do composite you have to have I have to wear a mouth guard. I guess they don't rub together when I'm sleeping or something. Yeah, they took my imprint for the guard, but I didn't get it. So I don't know if they think I gotta come back for just a guard, or are they going to mail it to me or something. But yeah, I'm feeling a little more better about them today than yesterday. They are 1000% really white. They definitely do make my face look completely different. That's why I'm staring at myself and not at the camera, because oh my god, it's still taking some getting used to. Everything was numb. There was 0 pain. Just the annoyance of trying to freaking hold my jaw open, because even though they put the thing in your mouth to see all your teeth, I had to like all the way, and then to keep your tongue out of the way. And I heard lots of drilling noises, but they didn't drill anything. I think it was just like prepping the face, like when you get your nails done and they like buff your nail beds before they put stuff on. So I guess that was going on. I try to keep my eyes closed most of the time. I was just like back and forth. I was trying to see what he was doing in the reflection of his glasses, but I realized at the angle, what I was looking at was like actually my freaking stomach. Like I had my hands together on my stomach holding my phone, and that's what I could see, not like straight down while he was looking at my mouth. But he said the process was supposed to take like 2 hours. It took like an hour and change. It was not even 2 hours because I got there at like 1:10. They started soon after, and I was out by, I want to say out by 3:30. Whatever it was less than 2 hours, which is good. And I was trying to count, like every time I would see him grab the stuff to put on my teeth, trying to count which teeth he was doing. The bottom, I feel like it went by fast, even though he did 9 teeth on the bottom, 10 on the top. But I felt like it went by way faster because I wasn't even counting when he got to the bottom. When he started at the top, he did 1 in the middle. I think he started 2 in the middle, and then he would go to this one, and then that one, and then, you know, until all 10 on the top was done. And then he put the thingies on the bottom. While he was doing that, he was explaining like, you know, don't drink any dark drinks like coffee, wine, tea, anything that can stain your teeth. He said I have to brush 3 times a day. 3 times is crazy. Where do you find, am I supposed to brush my teeth in the middle of my shift, bro? I don't know, because 2 times is already be much for me sometimes. I do it depending on the day, but not all the time. The toothpaste is they prescribed for my cavities. He said to only use it if I feel sensitivity. Just brush regular with a soft brush. I do feel excess like product on the back sides of my 2 front teeth, and then a little bit on the bottom, but not really. But like one of them bothers me more than like almost everything else in the mouth, besides the fact that I can't close my jaw all the way. This isn't closed all the way because of whatever he applied on the sides. My wig looks crazy, but you know, I had to pay for the teeth, so I couldn't pay for the wig. Just kidding. But that's about it. They said check up every 4 months. That's about it. Yeah, like I said, it was really painless. I think they put numb cream first before he like stuck the needle in my gum so it wouldn't hurt. And then he did like 3 needles across the top and 3 across the bottom. I felt like the 3rd one on top, and I was like ready to pull away, but I was like, it's gonna go away. Whole lips was numb, gums numb, everything. He had gingivectomy on the top. I don't know if you could see it. I hope there's nothing between my teeth right now. But yeah, he like up there, so like sometimes you could like, well, I could see it healing and stuff. And then he did some on the bottom, because if you really see my teeth before, they were like, he did what he had to do. He did a good job. He didn't really talk because I couldn't really respond. He just kept on answering calls. But overall, I feel like he did a really good job. It's just really white, but they already told me composite only comes in 1 color. But yeah, it's still me. I feel like it's definitely giving me more adult now. My jaw is crooked, which I feel like I mentioned that before, but I was like, oh, my jaw is not crooked, it's just the way my teeth are in at an angle. But he told me too my jaw is crooked, which is why I think when I close down, even though I can't close all the way, it's why it's a space on this side and less of a space on that side, because that's exactly how they were before. Like if you see when I think I posted a video, well, in the first half of this. I forgot what I recorded. But yeah, follow me on TikTok to see me showing off my teeth, and on Instagram, and ask me any questions, because I don't know what questions are there to be had. The only questions I really asked was like, I think I said that too, like was there going to be any pain, what should I do after. They didn't warn me about putting that thingy on my teeth, because that's the only thing that was bothering me about eating. You know, I didn't eat for freaking 24 hours because it was just a freaking lot going on. Like, my procedure was March 18th. It was originally scheduled for 4 p.m. and then they sent me a confirmation text talking about, okay, you know, see you March 18th, 4 p.m. And then I got another text out of nowhere after that confirmation text, days later, a few hours later, I got another confirmation text, and it said something about see you at 2 p.m. And I'm like, what? But it was like Friday, and you know, I don't work on the weekend, so I was like, oh, I can't call them and confirm like what's going on. So I called them Monday morning because it was on Tuesday. I was like, I gotta get to the bottom of this. And then she said, oh yeah, it's 2 p.m. They might have moved you back because somebody canceled, blah blah blah. I'm like, all right, well, they should at least ask me if I could do 2 o'clock. And then I was like, all right. I can't even explain what I just felt just now while I was talking. Like, in my head, my teeth are gonna fall out my mouth, bro. I be having nightmares about that before I even got my teeth. Anyways, what was I saying? They should ask me if 2 p.m. was okay, because 4 p.m. was like just right considering my schedule. I had to work the night before, 11 to 7, and then when I got home at 8 something, I had a work meeting online at 9, so 9 to like 10 something. So it was just a lot, and I'm like, okay, if I finish the meeting at 10, 11, I could take a nap for like 2 hours, and then it takes like an hour and change to get there. And then they called me literally after I made that phone call on Monday morning. They called me a few hours later, maybe like 12 something. And she's like, oh, something, now you have your confirmation for tomorrow at 1 p.m. And I'm like, are y'all serious? And I'm like, no, I literally just called this morning because it was originally at 4, and then I got a message saying at 2. She's like, oh, well, here it says 1 p.m. so I'm under the like, she was just talking mad things. She was like, well, I'm under the impression that you're coming at 1, can you do 1 p.m? And I'm just like, I guess, like, what I'm gonna say, no. Like, she was like, oh, the guy who does the composite, he's flying in from Miami. But they gave me, when I first scheduled for March 18th, they gave me the option of doing March 17th too, but I had to work that night too, and I was like, it's not gonna work. So he should have been there the 17th if somebody else was possibly scheduling the 17th, or he would have just came a day early just for me. Anyways, that's about it. See ya next time. Bye.